as we're seeing Lopes on the boat and then use on the Bryn. So I feel like as far as standard 2 picks go, you know, Telos, Bryn, you see a whole lot of them. Kyna, not so much anymore, and definitely not boat right now.
Absolutely not. Yeah, but let's see what this unique pick can bring to the table right here in our first match of top 8 autumn doubles for the South American bracket.
Already, Use able to get a huge neutral light out there. Lopes, oh my god, oh, that is a double juggle situation right now. Use trying to find a way to be able to land. He picks up the spear. Okay, gets that neutral off. Kyna just gonna be jumping into end light.
Yeah, wait a second. Okay, Lopes wanted to get in the mix on that combo. I really like that though. Just kind of swoop in, get the extra damage, huge knockback off stage as well. Hang on a second. Very nice Defiant first strike right here. Do they have the opportunity onto Kyna though? No, he will actually trade right back.
That's right, Kyna, okay, looking to be able to anti-heal. Okay, gets knocked off stage for just a second, and then Lopes just catching him, dash under him. In Brawlhalla, I feel like oftentimes you either want to catch them where they are, or you want to catch them at dash distance, and Hammer does a really good job of covering both spaces.
Hang on, wait a second. Lopes hanging that one off, alley-oop over there, but just alley-oops himself straight into the net. That's going to be 2 stocks across the board right here. Slight damage lead over to blue, so not sitting pretty just yet, but a little comfortable.
Huge, and like you get them both stacked, and the N-Sig finisher as well. That is crazy. that is lowest knockdown to last stock as it is. Kyna looking for a way to be able to land it nice and safely, gets the D-Light, and then, oh no, then just jumps into Loyalis's N-Light there.
Ooh, okay, waiting for a landing was Lopes, and Kyna was able to get a weapon, but I was going to say that damage is looking real precarious right here. Can they get the combo onto Lopes?
Wow.
That's a lot of damage right there as well. Kyna still weaponless, just trying to jog around looking for anything, but in the meantime, Lopes is getting real hurt.
Okay, just going to be looking for the finisher. Not going to be able to fight it quite yet, though. Is that going to be enough? Not quite. Lopes looking for a way to be able to make it back onto the stage here. Super deep into the red, but red team, each of them 1 stock apiece right now.
That's right. Hang on. Okay, easy peasy from Kyna. This is the window that you need to find it right here. Actually gets the stock as well, so this is weird timing mix-ups on the respawn. Lopes able to just kind of bop around, not get hit too badly as we go to 1 apiece for everyone.
Okay, Kyna just occupying the ground for a second, looking through the side light unsuccessfully. The end light comes out, but alas, Use did not have the D-Light follow-up on lock.
Yeah, the D-Light follow-up missing is... That could be really big here, Dara. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is so scary. Chase dodging up, not able to get another ground pounder or perhaps a downer, sider off stage. Kyna, no resources to be able to make it back on, and Lopes found a similar fate a little bit before Kyna.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a crazy last stock, especially if you look at the way that Kyna was moving. Kyna was going for it all. Kyna wanted to catch them stacked.
Right.
He was still stepping up, even when he was last stock, even when he had that much damage on him, he was continuing to play aggressively.
Man, this combo was so sick. I gotta say, though, that last stock we both pointed out, the downlight from Use that missed on the spear, if they get that launcher, I mean, the set's pretty much over at that point, or the match, excuse me, is pretty much over at that point. That missing could have had a really huge implication for Kyna and teammate Loris to be able to come back into this match, but unfortunately it was not in the cards. Let's see if they can make this gap a little bit smaller here in game 2.
Yeah, I feel like Loris was able to connect a couple of signatures, but other than that, I didn't feel like there was a lot of presence that game 1. But we'll just have to see how that ends up shaping out. At the moment, Kyna trying to occupy the ground, threatening with D-Light, and doing what he does best, which is call out people's jumps. We saw a sandwich forming, but then fell apart. That's what happens when you cut him a little bit too thick.
Nice. That was
falls apart. It slides out.
It does. It really does, yeah.
Right now. Okay, Use.
Okay,
what
I like
are we looking
that,
for?
yeah.
Looking for the neutral, looking to get this juggle. You get the recovery. Oh, not much else, though.
Okay, look for GC right there to try to get the pickup off the skies right there. Lopes looking for the recovery. Nice hit to just get off me for a second.
Kind of being nice and patient coming back onto the stage. That is not the opponent that you wanted to desig. They unfortunately used with the friendly fire. That is still going to be Loyalis's first stock gone. Kind of stepping up to the plate, avoiding the weapon toss. That was a crazy trade.
Right.
I've never seen that before in Brawlhalla.
Ooh, okay, Use chase dodge down, and Sweatbeats did come through. Kinda had the right idea to go for the pickup right there, but just could not close the door on that. Lopes just missed the wall to lose that first stock. I mean, very deep red at that point, so maybe it doesn't matter because they kind of have similar respawn timings, but...
both weapons going out there just to make sure they've really solidified that stock onto use. Holding onto the ground now, looking to get the struggle onto Loyalist. A little bit unsuccessful in a moment. Coming in there with the D-Light, interrupting successfully. Love that chase dodge when you're sweating, just so that you can reposition and get yourself to safety. That being said, Kyna's first stock is finally gone.
Okay, and this is the kind of Laura's we have come to expect, right? Like very measured, methodical gameplay. Taking the combos as well, Laura's. Good pickup right there. And look at this, the coverage from Kyna picking up the double. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is an amazing lead for Red Team. This looks nothing like Game 1 at the moment. They're controlling the stage, they're controlling the game, and every single hit, this is what makes Kyna so good in 2. This is what makes Loyalist so good in 2s. They make sure that these hits are not just one-offs. Every single little hit always becomes something else, and it always becomes a 2-piece. That way, it is so difficult to match them in damage. Look at that interruption, stopping the ground pound with that sidelight. But oh no, Kyna had to take out one just to be able to make it back onto the stage.
Wow, I can't believe Kyna got out of that okay for the most part, right? Like still in just pretty light orange at the moment, now approaching red. This should be stock, it is. I mean, to hang on for that long though is pretty solid. Kyna still looking for a weapon off the respawn. Loris back to that trusty spear.
Looking for the down, pogoing a little bit here, able to get the end light use, backing down, playing nice and safe.
Yep.
Gets one neutral. Nobody able to get any huge hits quite yet until Lopes gets that side. And now blue team, they have stage control, they have the positioning.
And they got the stomp Sarah as well. Kyna right on top of it, looking for another one to just close out that stock. Yuz could potentially get the pogo right here. Great coverage from Kyna to allow his teammate to come right on back. This should be close to the game, and it is.
They are the kings of coverage, my friend. When it comes to juggling, when it comes to just putting themselves up there and out there, they know how to threaten with their hitboxes and make it impossible for their opponents to land. So what ended up happening? I mean, first of all, the follow-ups off of each other, the damage output was, I mean, it was excellent. And in this game specifically, I just feel like their spacing and their positioning, they made themselves quite difficult to like take away stage control from.
I agree. I think the other big thing that kind of goes a little unmentioned sometimes when we talk about how well Loris and Kyna were converting in some of these situations is the way in which the off teammate, as in the one that isn't like currently hitting the person in a combo, is almost setting up positions to force whiff punishes, right? So like there was a position earlier where Loris was just in a really awkward spot on the left side, is saying like, hey, come hit me. Blue team member comes down, goes for it, whiffs, and then Kyna's just right there to get a stomp Sarah. It's unreal.
That's right. You have to, if one of your teammates is the one that is constantly stepping up, somebody has to be the one that is playing on the back line, right? In tennis doubles, you have somebody in the front and then somebody behind to be able to catch
for sure.
anything that's not a spike in that moment. So right now, Loris looking to get these juggles going with the recovery. A little bit of friendly fire on both teams' ends for a second.
Okay, blue team looking kind of like outside in positioning so far, but they do get caught in the scramble in the moment.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's huge damage early.
Not enough to take out Lopes' stock quite yet, though. Yuz still going to be able to find a landing kill. Okay, just looking for any way to be able to threaten Kyna, but his control of the stage, it feels like his feet are glued to it sometimes.
Only lifts him up to get the stomp every now and again. Here we go. Kyna looking to land right there, spends the jump, gets around.
Really good position
weaponless
for that
right
team.
now, wants to get in right here, and yeah, Kyna knows it, patrolling that spawn. Gets punished big for it. That is a 2-for right there, and red team is already off to the races. Yeah,
that is the kind of a lead that you want to open off with. So really good stuff to them. Lopes currently being denied of a weapon. Finally able to pick up the hammer here. Able to get the whiff punish on that dash and sidelight. Okay.
Okay. Lopes with an answer right back. Can they get one over on Kyna right here, who gets disarmed in the process? Chase dodge does come through, looking pretty worse for wear in terms of this damage, but Kyna still fighting their way back.
Able to get the D-Light, the neutral-light, and then the recovery as well. Loris is putting on some damage, and then that's going to be the ground pound coming out. The weapon toss just in case. Lopes going out there for the save, but they're not safe yet. They're still off stage. Will this save actually work out? The answer is, yeah, they've reset neutral.
And they've reversed it and at least got a stock, too. So, I mean, they won't go down at least 1 to 2 stocks in that position. I'd say that was pretty worth it, even if Yuz does fall off the right side here. Looking very possible. But again, Lopes with the save.
I can't believe that weapon toss didn't KO. Yuz tossed out the spear and I heard it connect. I don't know if that was like a little moment of rollback because usually it KOs from that position.
Awkward position right there. A little bit across wires. Yuz picked up a hit onto Lopes right there. Not really their fault in that position, but it did result in both blue team members getting KO'd.
So one stock apiece right now for the blue team, and Loyalist is looking to quickly clean this one up on Lopes as well, because the way that Loyalist edge guards with Kaya with bow on hand, I mean, it is honestly terrifying sometimes. He can make stocks disappear off stage, and speaking of disappearing stocks, that's a D-Light side.
Might be another disappearing act too. Loris finds the reversal, chase dodges up as well to avoid the counter hit, but shouldn't matter. Nice interruption from Kyna to keep Loris in the game for a little bit longer. Gets picked up right there and still hanging onto this stock.
And Kaya just stays on the screen sometimes a lot longer than you would like her to.
Right.
Finally, gonna be taking care of that. Yu's getting her out of here. And now let's see what Loyalist is able to do with this nice, fresh, clean stock. Kyna opting just to, again, just walk in, walk out, walk in, walk out, looking through the juggle with the neutralize. Ends up hitting his own teammate. The D-Light to continue the juggle. Oh my god.
Yeah, disarm though, so Loris didn't do too much more damage. Gets wrapped up with a signature.
That's
finds the double. Wonderful stuff. I mean, able to get that last weapon right at the finish line and picks up 2 for it.
Yeah, that's Kaya's ability. So it's you know, as Polly once said it, it's magnetic. People just kind of get like sucked into it sometimes.
I can beat this.
And one of them got hit by it. I forgot who it was that first got hit by it. And then the second one, I would just like everybody to see that hitbox. I would like to see that last stock transpire really quickly if possible for the moment here, because, well, we'll see what happens. One, and then, yeah,
yes.
That's the second hit of it. And you think what? You think you're going to hit your teammate out of it? You think you're going to punish it? If we can get a visualization of that hitbox, it's just like one red blob.
Oh my gosh, it is a scary, scary sight indeed. But with that, Kyna and Loris set point right here to advance on winner's side in top 8. Get to winner's finals right here. But not if Lopes and Yuz have anything to say about it, which again, I mean, a lot of their past sets against each other have been quite competitive, so not out of the realm of possibility at all.
Lopes right now looking for the opening, but that was, oh my gosh, both of them went the opposite directions, not able to get that juggle with the neutralize. Yuz looking for the neutralize follow-up. Oh my gosh.
Kyna with the mix? Okay. I like that. I like that too. I like that too. Hang on, finish your food there.
Oh, but even though Kyna dropped the D-Light sider, his teammate was still there ready to help him out. Loyalist was still there just to be able to continue on the damage. I love the fact that they're just not letting go, and they're getting as much damage as possible, even if a KO is not imminent. That being said, Loyalist's first stock is gone, but Kyna's looking like the bill of health at the moment.
That's right. Very, very refreshed. Oh, a light yellow at this point. For the most part. Kyna so healthy as another stock falls from blue. Gets the edge guard onto Lopes as well, and the door is just broken wide open for red team here.
They're doing amazing. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now, and blue team has not been able to get any momentum in quite some time. And I feel like a really huge thing that's happening here is they're just not able to also match the damage output of red team. They're getting 2 pieces fairly consistently, and if you guys are not as synchronized, well, that's tough to contest.
Lopes extending for the edge guard right there. Loris trying to interrupt as well, but as the dust settles, we go back to our sides here of the stage. Using Lopes, got to figure something out quick. Doesn't want to super overextend given the damage right here, especially with Lopes on last stock, and that's a tough position to be in off stage so far. Nice. That's the beginning.
And
that's the beginning.
Yeah, this is huge. All of a sudden, the stock count is identical. So as long as Yuz and Lopes both stay alive and healthy. If I'm red team, I'm looking at Lopes, and I'm figuring out how can I take that stock as soon as possible.
100%,
that is a Soily that is currently off stage, and you do not want to be off stage against Kyna because that is the best controller of stage in all of the world right now.
That's right, yeah. Even if you pick up this first stock on Yuz, you gotta get out if you're Lopes. Look at this, both the weapon throws go across. They are doing anything they can to try to wrap up that stock, but the teammate has returned in Yuz, so there's another shot right here. Lopes has to play so careful, though.
Kyna does such a good job of just like mixing up when. Oh,
wait,
you know,
wait. Dara, hang on a second. They do get one. Just like that, it's flipped around. Can Kyna do this with 2 extra stocks? It's definitely possible.
It's possible, but you know what? If anything, blue team here, Lopes and Yuz, they absolutely have a 2v1 combo planned as long as they can get it initiated. As long as Kyna does not find himself between them, then he is going to be okay.
Okay, and this positioning is good to starve the weapons right now. Yeah, Kyna just does not want to jump in, so has to fight this unarmed so far. Lopes finds the first one with the recovery, and just like that, we're facing down potentially a game 5. Kyna needs to play perfect.
Okay, excellent. You do not want to stay on the hammer there for a second. Okay, Oh gosh.
Dangerous.
Lopes.
This is actually so dangerous now that Kyna got a weapon. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, especially with X on hand. Ooh, excuse me. Hammer. That is Hammer. I forget that that's a Hammer skin sometimes. Kyna now needs to find a way to be able to make it back on. Goes for the GC and Sig, and it was unsuccessful. Now, what's going to be the edge guard? You go for the dodge, and then Lopes there ready to cover the space.
Okay. Good wait by Kyna, though. You get the stomp. You know that Yu's is going to come straight in to try to counter that hit, interrupt a little bit. Not enough off the top, but Kyna's got some space now, which is exactly what he wants right here. There's the 1v1.
And when it comes to 1v1s, Kyna, absolutely no slouch whatsoever. Lopes, can you clutch? This is your moment. This is your time. It is game 4. Just barely dodging.
Huge win punish. Kyna does it. Unbelievable is an understatement right there. Closing it out in 4. Kyna and Loris will be advancing forward to winners finals.
So what happened here? How was Kyna able to come back from such a precarious position? It was a 2v1. You thought this was going to go to a game 5, and then he had other plans for us. Okay, a really important thing is we need to talk about commitments and risk versus